Once upon a time, not too long ago, unlike most fairy tales, there was a girl and her siblings who were educated by a family member at home. This is called being homeschooled. Her name is Haley Coulter. Haley is the oldest and 20, and Dion is the second oldest and is 19. Nicholas is the third oldest and 17. Orion is the youngest and 16. Their mother's name is Rebecca. She owns a modelling industry. Their mother immediately started putting Haley in ads as soon as she was born. However, when Haley was 5, the dad of the siblings passed away. Despite this, they got along perfectly. Haley did pretty well on her homework despite how little she did. At a young age, Haley had a bank account that could choke a horse. However, her brothers did some modelling too. Unfortunately, there were not as many opportunities for them as there were for Haley. Despite all of this, Haley stayed humble. Everything in the family seemed normal until something happened to Haley, something that they never expected. It all started with before another photo shoot. Rebecca said, "What is this shoot for?" The woman said, "For my magazine, Company Stellar Secrets." Her mother said, "I did not think a magazine like that would come to a smaller studio." She said, "For some of the bigger ones are just too expensive. People aren't really reading magazines as much anymore." Her mother said, "Yeah, this may hurt my business." The client said that would be unfortunate. However, there will always be online advertisements and other opportunities. Rebecca nodded. Then they went back to watching Haley's photo shoot. After the shoot was done, Haley went up to her mother. Then she said, "Is there anything else I need to do?" Her mother said, "No, that was the last shoot of the day." Haley and her mother got ready to go home. Her mother took Haley home. After running through normal routines, they all went to bed. Haley said her prayers and went to sleep. A few days passed with everything going normally. Haley woke up in the morning. She lay in bed after a long photo shoot. Then she heard someone come into her room. She looked and it was all of her brothers. Haley said yes gracefully. Orion said, "Haley, Haley, Haley." She noted in her mind that he was excited. Then she said yes. Orion said, "You are the most beautiful girl in the world." Haley said, "What do you mean?" Then Orion handed her the magazine. Haley got out of bed and looked at the cover of it. She thought, wow, these people think I am the most beautiful woman in the world. And she said, "Oh, thanks, boys." She put the magazine on her bookshelf. Then she went and got cleaned up. Hayley went to the breakfast table. Then she began to eat. Hayley tried to contain her joy at being named the most beautiful woman in the world. After breakfast, she went back to her room. Then she began to play with her dolls. She stayed in her room for a while. Soon lunchtime came around. Everyone came to the lunch table. Then her mother said, "I am going to plan a party to celebrate you being named the most beautiful girl in the world." Hayley was distracted as her mother spoke to her. Then her mother had to wave her hand in front of Hayley's face to get her attention. Then Hayley said yes. Then her mother repeated, "I am going to plan a party to celebrate you being named the most beautiful girl in the world." Hayley said, "Thank you, Mum." And her mother said, "You are welcome." And soon everyone was done with lunch. Then Hayley went to her room. Then her mother invited the family to a party for Hayley. Hayley looked at her dresses to see which one she wanted to wear to her party. Then she set all the stuff out she was going to use. Then she played with her dolls for a while. Then she got up and checked her social media. There she found many compliments left on her last photo shoot. Unfortunately, she found many comments from men asking her out, complimenting her looks, asking her if she is single, telling her she is the most beautiful woman in the world, etc. Hayley thought, how many times do I have to post that I am a celibate Christian on here? I don't think I have the time to talk to all these admirers. Well, telling them I am not interested is not making a difference. Someday this will all stop. Then I will cheer. I will probably have to wait for 60 years at the minimum. She closed her social media, then she went back to her dolls to have fun. After a while, she went to bed. Soon the next day came, and the family went shopping for party decorations, food, desserts, drinks, etc. And they came home and set up the party. Then the next day was the day of the party. When the morning came, Hayley woke up. Then she got out of bed and got ready for her party. Then she went outside to the party. Hailey hugged and greeted many family members she had not seen in many years. Hailey thought, I have not had a party that was not birthday related since my GED graduation party. As they were at the party, someone else was not having a fun time. Aphrodite was clinching the magazine with the cover of Hailey on it. Then she said, my human form has one every year. Then this bitch came out of nowhere and had the audacity to be more beautiful than me. How her pet sparrow said, yeah, fuck her, what do you plan on doing to that bitch? Aphrodite dropped the magazine and then stepped on it as she looked out her balcony. She looked through a magic spell that allowed her to see Hailey's party as she thought about what to do. And she said, I will make Eros, my son, make her fall in love with an abusive man, so he will beat her and will ruin her looks. Then she got rid of the magic spell, as she thought. Hal said, why don't you kill her? Then she got angrier as she said, then the bitch will die being prettier than me. I want her to die being uglier than me. Aphrodite thought as she aggressively rubbed her foot back and forth on the magazine cover. She thought for a few seconds, and she said, I will have my son kidnap her and bring her here. An evil smile grew on her face as she said the rest, then I can ruin her looks. Pa said, would you like for me to get him for you? Aphrodite said, yes, go get him, and Pal flew off as Aphrodite angrily stared at the party through her magic spell again. Pal found Eros, then he said, your mother needs you, and Eros flew to his mother with Pal. Once they were there, Eros landed, then he walked towards his mother as he said, yes, mother, what is it? She made a picture of Hailey appear, then she said, see that bitch right there, as she pointed at Hailey. Eros said, yes, and Aphrodite said, bring her to me. He said, yes, mother, and then he flew off. Pal turned to her and said, what are you going to do to her first? Aphrodite said, why, I'm not sure. I will see what I have. And Aphrodite walked away to go get some stuff to harm Hailey with. Eros stopped at his place and got his arrows, and then he continued his journey. Eros flew for a while. As he flew, he thought, I wonder what Mum needs her for. She probably pissed her off somehow. This is the third woman she wants me to kidnap for her this summer. He looked down at the trees as he flew, then he looked up at the clouds as he wondered, I wonder if she knows that enchanteds and fairies exist. Well, she will not see it coming. That is one reason these kidnappings are so easy. He looked down and thought, I am almost there, then he grinned.